Black Alpha, the Last Legendary Wolf. Episode 3. Chapter 2. The Birth of Last Legendary Black Wolf.
Under the pale moonlight, the forest was still, a mist curling over the damp earth. The legendary Black Alpha, once the proud protector of the pack, was no more, and the weight of his absence settled like a cold fog around those he had left behind. Grayson now reigned as Alpha, but the harmony Keiran had brought to the pack was gone. Under Grayson's rule, the pack struggled, scraping by on scraps as he devoured each meal selfishly, leaving only the remains for the others. His greed had drawn unsavory allies to him, wolves like Juga, a scarred brown wolf with fierce yellow eyes, and Cyrus, half fox and half wolf, quick-witted and ruthless. They were drawn to Grayson's power, emboldened by his rule. But hope had not vanished entirely. A day's journey away, nestled deep within the dense forest, a new Alpha had been born. Luna had left the pack in secrecy, slipping away to protect her pup. Surviving on her own, she hunted, she fought, and she endured all for her unborn child. Now, her son was 2 months old, playful, and full of boundless curiosity. His fur was as dark as the night, mirroring both his mother and his father. She had named him Alpha, honoring his legacy and the strength that ran in his blood. One morning, as dawn painted the sky in pale hues of pink and gray, Luna lay in a quiet cave, watching her son play by the entrance. The forest around them was peaceful, a natural sanctuary where towering trees and flowering shrubs wove together like a hidden garden. Suddenly, the faintest rustle disturbed the silence. Little Alpha's ears perked up, his heart pounding as he scanned the trees. A small figure, sleek and silent, was approaching. Though Luna was dozing lightly, Alpha leapt up, his little body tense and alert. Mira emerged from the shadows, grinning as she stepped closer. "Who's this fierce little guardian?" she teased, her eyes sparkling. Alpha's voice came out in a trembling but determined growl. "Aunt Mira? What are you trying to do?" Mira laughed, the sound echoing off the trees. Luna stirred, opening her eyes with a smile as she watched the exchange. "Trying to protect your mother, are you?" Mira teased again, nudging Alpha's side. Alpha puffed up his chest, glancing back at Luna with a mixture of pride and love. "I'm the protector here," he declared. Luna chuckled. "Oh, Aunt Myra's got the best of you, doesn't she?" Alpha shook his head, indignant. "I wasn't fooled, I was ready." Just then, Myra's 3 pups bounded forward from the underbrush, each a bundle of energy. A brown-furred male, bold and playful, stood beside his sister, a shy, beautiful wolf with a silvery white coat named Liana. Alpha's eyes lit up as he noticed her, his tail wagging as he tried to hide his excitement. Mira raised an eyebrow at her little one. "Come forward, Liana. Don't be shy now." The gentle female pup moved slowly, her gaze flickering between Alpha and the ground, as if embarrassed by his attention. Alpha's tail was wagging furiously now, his tiny heart racing at her approach. And so the days passed. Luna and Mira, bonding as sisters, taught their pups how to move silently, to hunt, and to play, though the lessons were always gentle. The pups ran through the underbrush, wrestling and sneaking up on each other, practicing skills they would one day need. Each morning, Mira brought her pups from Grayson's cave, slipping away from his tyranny to find joy and companionship in the hidden glade with Luna and Alpha. The peace was blissful, a stolen sliver of happiness. But Cyrus and Juga were not so easily fooled. Grayson's allies had noticed Myra's absence, her frequent escapes into the forest. One evening, as shadows deepened over the trees, Juga turned to Cyrus, his eyes gleaming with suspicion. "Something's not right," he growled. "Where does she keep disappearing to with those pups?" Cyrus narrowed his eyes, a sly smile forming. "I was thinking the same. She doesn't just go wandering for no reason. Not these days." The next morning, Mira led her pups through the winding paths, their eager paws pressing into the soft earth as they darted through the undergrowth toward Luna's sanctuary. But this time, as they neared the border of Grayson's territory, two figures loomed before them, Cyrus and Juga, barring their path. "Well, well," Cyrus drawled, his eyes flashing with amusement. "Where do you think you're going with those little ones?" Myra's hackles rose, her muscles tensing as she narrowed her eyes at them. "It's none of your business," she snarled, baring her teeth in warning. Juga raised his paws mockingly, a grin playing across his scarred face. "No need to be so hostile. Just curious, that's all." Mira didn't wait for another word, pushing past them, leading her pups away as quickly as she could. But Cyrus and Juga exchanged a knowing look, and with silent steps, they followed her through the trees, cloaked in shadows as they trailed her towards Luna's hidden refuge. Mira and her pups reached Luna's secluded cave, their laughter and playful energy filling the air as they tussled and darted about in innocent joy. Mira, visibly stressed, drank from a stream that trickled through a small waterfall nearby. Sensing her friend's tension, Luna approached, her gaze full of concern. "Is everything all right?" she asked softly. Mira hesitated, then confessed. "Juga and Cyrus cut me off on my way here. They asked where I was going, and now, I'm afraid they might be following me." Luna's eyes narrowed. "That shouldn't have happened. If they saw you, they're likely tracking you now." As if on cue, the leaves rustled ominously, and out stepped Juga and Cyrus from the shadows. "There you are," Cyrus sneered, eyes glinting with malice. Luna and Mira instantly went on high alert, standing protectively in front of the pups, teeth bared and hackles raised. Juga chuckled, glancing mockingly at Luna. "So, this is the elusive Black Alpha." Cyrus, tilting his head in feigned surprise, added, "I thought she was just a legend." Before Luna could respond, the little alpha pup darted forward, bravely sneering at the intruders. "Go away," he barked, his small voice trembling but defiant. Cyrus and Juga laughed mockingly. "Oh, look, little Keiran is back," one of them jeered. Luna stepped forward, her eyes blazing. "If you intend harm, you'll have to fight us first." "We're not here to fight you," Cyrus said with a sly grin. "Grayson will decide what to do with your little secret." At that, Mira lunged, snapping fiercely as Luna joined her, launching an attack with full force. Startled, Juga and Cyrus retreated into the forest, snarling as they vanished from sight. The pups watched in awe, pride swelling as they looked at their fierce mothers. Turning to Mira, Luna said, "To protect Alpha, we have to find a new home." Mira nodded. "I'll help you search." Together, they led the pups deep into the forest. As they reached the forest's edge, they spotted a quiet lake, its surface smooth and tranquil, with a small village in the distance across the water. "This place feels safe," Luna murmured, but Mira looked uneasy. "Humans live close by. It could be dangerous." "It's still better than staying near Grayson and his followers," Luna replied, resolute. She turned to Mira, concern etched on her face. "Don't go back there, Mira. Grayson could turn on you or worse, harm your pups." Mira shook her head. "I'll be all right. I can handle him. Just promise me you'll keep Alpha safe." With one last look, they shared an unspoken vow of loyalty and parted ways, each determined to protect their young. As dusk settled and the sky faded into shades of purple and gold, Mira quietly returned to the cave with her pups. She instructed them to stay silent, moving carefully to avoid drawing attention. But Grayson, resting on the cliff, noticed her immediately. He lifted his head, stretching leisurely as he called out, "I caught your scent, Mira. You're back." Cyrus and Juga emerged from the shadows, smirking. Mira turned to her pups, her voice low and firm. "Get inside, now." The pups obeyed, slipping silently into the cave. Grayson rose to his feet, an imposing figure in the dim light. "You know," he said with a mocking grin, "your pup's father, Jay, isn't here because he dared to challenge me. I accepted them only out of respect for him, but don't think I won't kill them if it suits me." A growl rumbled in Myra's throat as she stepped forward, her eyes blazing with defiance. "Don't you dare come near my pups." Grayson smirked as Cyrus and Juga flanked him, eager for a fight. "There's a simple solution," Grayson said smoothly. "Tell me where Luna is hiding, the traitor who abandoned our pack." Myra's gaze didn't waver. "I'd rather die than betray her." Grayson's expression darkened. "Get her pups," he commanded coldly. "No!" Myra lunged, blocking Cyrus and Juga from reaching her young. Her fur bristled as she snarled, "I will tear you apart if you touch them." Ignoring her warning, the two enforcers moved closer, but Myra, out of patience and fierce in her resolve, sprang forward, slashing at Juga and leaving him bloodied. She pinned him down in a flash, his yelps echoing as he lay wounded beneath her. Grayson growled, stepping forward with a menacing look. "Enough of this. I'll handle them myself." But as he advanced, Myra felt the weight of her duty to her pups pressing on her heart. Trembling, she lowered her head. "Wait, I'll tell you where she is." Grayson's smile returned, a glint of triumph in his eyes. "Well done, Myra."
Hope you liked the episode. Like the video, share, and subscribe the channel.